After we have seen how to create UI label, we're gonna move to the next most commonly used UI component, that is image. So we'll see how to display an image programmatically. So we'll start with a static image and then we're gonna move to the animating image. So I have to create a new folder saying 3 dot image demo. I will copy the previous project into this new folder and open the project from this folder. So before I start doing anything, I just confirm, yeah, it's coming from the right folder structure. So as we have seen, UI label is used to display a content which is present in NSString. So UI label is a view component, whereas NSString is a model component. So similarly, for displaying an image, we have UIImage as the view component and UIImage as the model component. So before we create UIImageView, we have to make sure we create UIImage. Now we are using image to be a part of the our own app, which is locally stored. So before I create an object of UIImage and UIImageView, I have to make sure I have UIImage or the image present in my project. So how do you add files to the project? You just select your project folder, say right click, add files to project 1, and I browse to my desktop and I select, say I select pumpkin. I want to, or I will say I just select the BG image. When I select this, you have to make sure your destination text box is always copied, as only the reference will be added. So in case my path changes or I transfer my project to some other machine, this path won't exist. So always make sure whenever you add resource, by default the checkbox of copy should be clicked yes. If it's been told by any document where you are integrating some SDKs, do not copy, then only do not copy, else by default always make sure you copy. And I say add. So I've added the image which I have to display. So let's start creating the respective component. So I will create UI image view because I'm to display image view. So I say image view, say background. I will create, say, load gain BG. So I've created the function. Excuse me. I call it. I've implemented it. Sorry, and I'm calling it. So I call the function. I set the image background view to nil. So before we create UI image view, I need to create UI image. So I say UI image temp. So it's always an MVC architect or any view model related architect. We have to first create the model and then the view. So it's a UI image. So I say UI image. UI image has the function called image name, which takes NSString. Now here you just have to provide the name of the resource. In our case, it's bg.png. So you don't have to worry about the folder structure. In iOS, the bundle, when it gets created, it removes all the subdirectories created at a project level. So at a project level, whatever directory or subdirectory you create is just for your reference at the project level. But when the IPA or the bundle gets created, all the folders which were created at the project level are removed and all the resources or the external files are added to the document folder. So the path for a document folder for a particular app will be same, and just you have to provide the name. That's it. So extracting the path for the resources in the iOS, it's very straightforward. So I have to create an image object which represent bg underscore 1.png. So I've created image object. Now I have my model ready. I have to create image view. So I have UI image view. So I create UI image view alloc and I say init. Now if you see, you have function called init with image. So I say init with image. So I say temp image. I say That's it. I have to add to the parent view. Self.view, add subview. I say IMG view. There we go. That. Now let's run the program and see whether it's appearing or not. Oh wow. So I've got my first image displayed. So it's very simple. Create the UI image object by passing a name of the resource in image name function, and then create a UI image view object using the UI image. And then once you have created a UI image view object, you just have to set it to background. Sorry, you have to set it to the parent view. Add subview. Now if you see, my label got disappear. Why? Because you first load the score, then add the another view called life, and on top of that you add the BG. If you see, the BG image is huge, it covers the entire screen. So what happens, basically your label gets hidden beneath the image. So if you want to make sure that labels come on top of this image, you say, you call BG image first because it becomes a bottom layer, then you add score and the life layer on top of it. And once you do that, you see the output. You see a score and a life come. Now I think the black doesn't look good, so we change the color of the label. I say label player dot text color. I say UI color, say orange. I say label live dot text color, UI color, orange color. I don't know. Oh, sorry. It should be so now it looks pretty different. So we have successfully created the image. Now I'll need to create an animating image. So now the next task is to how to create an animating image. So let's close this project.